it's space time.
SODO!
What's going on, Soda Population? As always, I'm your host of FOURZE'S Stratos, and today, oh boy, do we have some FOURZE news to get through. That's also on Premium Bandai. Sorry. Well, I guess it's not my fault, but you know, bearer of bad news. Either way, we have a brand new blog filled with FOURZE things, but we have a brand new person to talk about, or rather new. So if you remember 2 weeks ago, SODO Chronicle and Shodo Double Cross, Shodo O, it all changed hands. D-Man isn't working on it anymore. We have Goro, and Goro worked on Kamen Rider Converge, which is another candy toy line. And he is now moved over into SODO Chronicle, Shodo O, and Shodo Double Cross. So we're going to take a look at what he has to say about these brand new sets. And of these new sets, there are two. This first one focuses on LX states and fire states, and the second set focuses on magnet states and rocket states. But that's not all, because you can see all the exploding cool stuff in the background. Between these two sets, you're going to be able to get every single module. That's right. They made sure to give us every module ever between both of these Premium Bandai sets. Now, like I said, Premium Bandai, these come out together at the same time, and the pre-orders are already up. But yeah, you're gonna have to pay a pretty penny for these two figures, but I don't know, it's gonna be really cool to have all these things in candy toy scale. I will never rest. I will never stop praising module on FOURZE, the original candy toy line for FOURZE, for being like really comprehensive, really fun. But the one thing it missed out on was giving us every single module, and this gets us there. This absolutely gets us there. So without further ado, let's sort of dive in to what these sets have to offer. This first set, like I said, based on LX states and fire states. LX specifically looks very, very nice. They said, hey, all the gold you see here, that's painted. And you know what? For premium, it better be. But also, take a look at all the folding patterns and stuff. Like, this is materially a different suit in the show than all the rest of the suits that FOURZE had, and this really shows that off. I am so impressed by the fold pattern on this guy. It looks so good. On top of that, Billy the Rod, that, I guess, wire cable on the sword, you can remove it and plug it into the 3 different slots, just like in the show. It works. Like, it just works. This is a really cool accessory and a really cool figure, and the first one we're starting with. Coming out swinging right out of the gate. I absolutely love this figure so far. And like I said, for all the gold paint, ooh, I'm so into this. Anyways, that's LX states. Let's take a look at fire, and he looks really good. Like a nice burning red. Like, that saturation is dialed all the way up. I am a little upset at the circular looking sticker at the front of the gun, but the gun does parts form into the extinguisher mode, so hey, that's pretty neat. Thankfully, you know, you won't have to swap in a whole different accessory. It is really just plugging that tube in between. And in this set, here are all the modules that you're going to get on top of it. So 5 through 19 is, I believe, what we're getting. Like, let's take a look at some specifics. There's the Magic Hand module. It is articulated, so that's really nice. The Shield module, which has shown up, not this mold, but, like, you know, that shield has shown up in at least 2 other places in recent memory. So it's nice to have the original one here in Chronicle. Beat module, hopping module, cool stuff. Moving on, we have chain array that's actually made with a metal chain. so that's super cool. The scissor hand, that one does actually snip snip. And then the chainsaw module and the spike module, both of them look great. But the big thing in this set, like literally the big thing in this set, is the parachute module. It has the triple canopy, which is wild. Now, the canopy is made out of plastic, but there is a string holding it all together onto that module. It looks so good, and they are saying that they are recording it at great cost. So this is probably expensive for them to manufacture. Look, I want this. I really want this. We are in a climate where there are a lot of candy toy releases being pushed to Premium Bandai, but honestly, this set feels worth it. I recognize, I'm going to say this early, I recognize that these are main forms of the main hero, but for the gold paint on LX States and all of these modules, I think it's justified. At least for me, like, I'm fine with this. I'm fine with, if we're getting, you know, just some premium paint and really nice accessories, I think this is worth it. Out of all the ones we've gotten recently, I think this one is the most worth it. Or both of these, actually. We'll get into it. Anyways, the rest of the figures can get in on the fun. Here is Fire States with the retail release of the rocket and the chain gun. Is the chain one? I don't remember if that one... No, that one's not retail, I don't think. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But the rocket one, that one's definitely retail. So these figures can all get in on the fun. Even LX States looks absolutely awesome. I'm so happy for this. Also, the winch, that does actually have a you know, a string in that. So that's really cool. Very, very much one of the best sets that I've seen so far for SODO Chronicle. We also get to see the wire getting plugged into the different area. This is specifically, I think, calling out the time where, you know, Winch got shot out and, you know, he electrocuted the wire and, you know, the electricity got sent. You know it. He's doing it. It's right here. You're seeing it. Anyway, that's it for that set. Very, very promising right out of the gate. Let's now move on into the second set that we've seen sort of the least of, with Magnet States and Rocket States. The set looks so cool. Magnet States does come in the standard form. You are able to get the hands around the little controllers, which is awesome. I do believe you can reorient the cannons, but you can also take them out and use them as a rail gun, which is really, really cool. They didn't call this out, but there do seem to be stickers in the centers there, so hopefully that's all filled in too. It looks really good. I'm very excited for this one. Next up is Rocket States. They said that while it is basically FOURZE'S, while it is based off of base States FOURZE'S, the orange does really give it a whole different feel, and I would agree with that. And with all this articulation, you can still get some really dynamic poses out of this. Anyways, all that to say, there are more accessories here. They are so cool. So we get numbers 21 through 39, and yeah, it's just a whole lot of fun. The claw, I do believe that can move. It does look like it. Well, I don't want to say that definitively, but I can say for sure that the propeller does spin. And then part of the stamp, that is actually, like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's meant to be raised, so even though you're putting a sticker over it, it does have that detail there anyway. Also, here is the, I believe, Scoop medical hand and board module. Board looks really good. There is going to be a sticker like right on top of that throughout the whole thing, so that's unfortunate. But medical module, it does flip open, so that's very cool. The hand module, that does have multiple points of articulation, and I really appreciate that. Moving on, we also have claw again. We have hammer, we have wheel, and then stealth. Or you could just not have a figure, and that could be stealth. You know, it looks invisible. Anyway, here is magnet states with a few of them. Looks very good. Obviously, this can, you know, interact with the gimmick. It's just such a good time. Now, here's the kicker. These sets, both of them, are going to retail for 78,000 yen each. You're getting 2 figures and all those modules. It's steep. I won't lie to you, it is steep. And honestly, like, I want these. I think they're justified. And I said that at the beginning. I said that, you know, in the middle of all this. If this were the regular climate, this would have been an insta pre-order. But with so many of these to juggle, it'll be hard for me to say, like, pre-order immediately. But if I want to pre-order something, I think I'd go for these first. These look really good. And yeah, like I was saying, it sucks that a premium Bandai release had to be done to make the main forms of FOURZE. And these are so cool. These are such cool forms. These would have been great at retail. And then just do an addendum set with some of the other riders. We still have some fusion states to get through. We still have Aqua Nadeshiko to get through. You know, there are so many things on the board. I don't know who or what we're getting. I don't know if this is going to be the last of FOURZE. I certainly hope it's not the last of FOURZE. But we have O's. We have FOURZE in SODO Chronicle. It would be perfect to do their movie as a set. I mean, it goes beyond me asking for it. It is just the obvious move. They already know that we at least want Aqua. All that time ago when they faked us out earlier, we want Aqua. I want Aqua at least. It's got to happen eventually. They have to know. They put Aqua front and center in the homework vote. They have to know. They have to know that we want it. I want it, at least. I don't know, man. So there are many possibilities. I can't wait to see what happens, especially, you know, we have Goro here, brand new to the SODO Chronicle team. So I can't wait to see what he does and, you know, what he'll bring to the table. Anyways, that's it for me. Very exciting stuff coming out for FOURZE. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, or what you think we'll get, what sort of sets we should be looking out for. Anyways, that's it. If you haven't had your fill of SODO just yet, we did a video yesterday talking about how SODO is returning to retail, and you can click that right here. That is available to you right now. And I said this yesterday. Thank you so much, everyone, for 601 subscribers. Thanks for watching. Keep it